So I spent yesterday setting up my backyard for my orchids to come out. I bought a new shade cloth this year, mostly because my old one was too small for the space. It started over here and then it only made it about halfway across the yard. And so I had a big space starting about right here that had full sun with no shade cloth, and the cattleyas I had in front there would get burned. This new one seems to have pretty big holes. I think the other one was denser, but it was green. I don't know if that makes a difference to the shading, and I guess I'll find out this year. Normally I would do like a time lapse, or I did one when I brought my stuff in for the fall, and I would love to do one for the spring, but it's raining out here and I really don't want to leave my phone out here sitting to do a time lapse. So here's the space out here. I've planned it so the stuff that needs more light is going to be toward the front over here. And then the stuff that needs less light is going to be toward the back. It'll be shaded a little bit by the taller plants in front. And then I have overflow space down the side of my garage. The sun's going to come east over the top of the garage and then pass directly overhead here. We're looking south right now, and then it's going to go over the house to the west. And so you can't actually see where my orchids are this morning because it's foggy up in my grow area, but there's the foggy space where everything has to come out. So we worked maybe half a day on it and then went out for the afternoon, or I did, and I've got about half of my plants out so far. Already looks pretty full, doesn't it? But I've got some space here. You can see there's space, sort of space still. And so there's gaps right here on these racks. And then these benches are still empty. I've just hung the vandas around higgledy-piggledy everywhere. I have one more vanda that still needs to come out. And I've already started filling my overflow section with, hopefully some of them will get to move over to the main area. So that is after one day of moving. Alright, it's emptying out in my grow room, though I still have a lot of plants that still needs to go out. But I think I got about half out yesterday. Unfortunately, it's raining outside right now, so I can't start bright and early in the morning taking plants out. So this is day 2. I want to say that it is currently 49 degrees. This morning it was 45 degrees, and it's not supposed to get back into the 80s until next weekend. I hope these guys do okay because it was warm in my grow area until I moved them out. But yeah, I'm not done. I don't have a lot of space left. You can see everything up here is filled. I'm filled here. There's a little space left, but really almost completely out of space out here. I really don't like putting things on the ground because the slugs and the snails come by and they have a lot of munchie. But I'm probably not going to be able to bring more plants out until next weekend. So that's where we're at. I left a little walkway for myself here against the garage, so you can see. I mean, I have space underneath here, but they don't get as much light. And also, I don't know that I have more trays. I broke a couple, so I'm down a few trays. I'd have to order more trays to be able to rack them out. So that's what I got, and it's a little windy. So we'll see how this setup holds. I hope the racks don't fall down, because if they do, then there'll be a lot of damage. I already damaged some of the plants when I was bringing them out. Like right here, this is a broken spike right here. It had bent and woven itself into my wire shelf, and when I pulled out this plant, it just snapped the spike in half. No recovery. But you know, I've found some new things blooming. Like here's space raised cocoa blooming. I have spikes, and bunches of my shari babies are spiking. But yeah, I'm not going to be able to finish my plant takeout. This is I don't know what, it's a reed stem epidendrum. I don't know what kind it is. So, good luck, little plants. I know it's cold out here.